lot of energy for a film called Feel at Ease. It starts with a young black guy walking along with a hoodie listening to some really sort of hip-hop music, and he goes into this ornate building, and he goes inside and he sees this gorgeous woman at the top of the staircase in a orange jumpsuit, and she starts dancing and moving similar to the statues on each side of her, which I thought was very creative. And then they have this very flirtatious dance with one another, and the camera spins, the gorgeous music, this cello and violin, very, very passionate music accompanies their very flirtatious dance as they go into a seating area of an amphitheater and then onto the stage where the actual musicians are playing the music that they're dancing to. It's very sexy. It's very gorgeous. Love this film.
A really beautiful, playful meeting of two souls enjoying each other's presence. I really enjoyed the storyline of, how I interpreted it was, he kind of just felt drawn to come into this building, this museum perhaps, and was greeted by this beautiful woman who was dancing. And I think he was drawn to her, and then he started dancing too. I don't think it was a prearranged meeting at all. And then she kind of took him on this tour, if you will, of the building and took him around her space. And they were just playing around and enjoying each other together. And it was very lighthearted and fun and fluid. And I think the dancers did a great job. And, I liked how they kind of had a little crowd of people taking pictures and talking and watching them do this, but they were just completely engrossed in each other and in their own worlds. And it was a lovely, lovely piece of art to watch.
I really like this one. The music, for starters, is great. I love that sort of stuff. The dancing was really interesting. They definitely get into it. And the location, what a fabulous location to have shot this in. They really take advantage of it and use it as almost as a third character in this dance. It's really great that way. And I like the way it ends, dolling in on that fella, the dancer. And, it kind of felt like there's a bit of a story there. Like, was he not just dancing? Is he just really tired? Was he dreaming this? I don't know. I thought a bunch of things when I first saw that. It's probably none of those, but I like that it ended that way and had me thinking a bit.
We have two things to really marvel at and admire. The performance of the two dancers, of course, which is incredible in their skill and how well they work off each other, not only in their dance movements, but in the general chemistry that they clearly have with one another. That unspoken just energy between them is really strong. But also the other thing to admire is the amazing orchestra that is performing throughout this piece as well and is helping bring it to life by giving music that these performers can dance to. So it's really great to be able to admire both of those elements throughout the piece. And the setting is perfect. It makes everyone kind of nostalgic for the theatrical experience that we've been deprived of quite recently. And the last image really speaks to the title, because he really looks at ease sitting in that chair as the kind of voyeur now, admiring her on stage, admiring the orchestra, admiring the beauty of the room around him. He truly looks at ease.
Like, they're both dancers, but they seem to come from very different styles of dance and very different techniques or upbringing within dance. But because they're both dancers, they both almost speak the same language, and they can communicate and express themselves in a way that not everybody else could. And so to me, it felt very much like a conversation almost between the two, and kind of the girl showing the guy like her world and kind of introducing him to a new experience. And then I loved how they brought in the actual like musicians up on the stage and her kind of introducing him to performing in a different way than it seemed like he had ever done it before. So to me, it felt very much like a conversation, and I thought, at least in that regards, like, it was obviously it was well performed and well choreographed, but it really did feel like an introduction to like a different world or a new world.
I feel like giving mutual praise to both the Steadicam operator, the director of photography, as well as the choreography unit, because it all seemed to meld and it worked. And to that degree, the sound mixing was absolutely brilliant in that we felt like the New Yorker that, or the urbanite that the main guy is, as he is compelled to hear the better music that's inside and to dance with this beautiful soulmate of his. A lot of interpretations I got. Dance interpretation is not my forte, but the interpretations I got, some of the thematic material I pulled out of it, was invitation, intrigue, privacy in public, exploration, harmony, companionship, and the visual aid of the orchestra in operation was beautiful, poetic, and very creative and original.